Kwai, Ki'uli Payon. Hello, welcome. We are here with the Sipsak again. We have a few Sipsak flying in. Well, I know we have at least Pazago Sips, one bird. There's one right there in the Abazi, in the tree. It's gone now. So we've got Iowak Sipsak, Nonowak Sipsak, Tombawon Sipsak now. Abaziak is trees. I have not said that one yet, I don't think, as far as I know. And then these little chickadees here, they have something interesting about them. It's the same thing with the cardinals. They have different coloring depending on whether they're male or female. So we can tell when they're males and females. And so when it's a male bird, which there's one a little bit higher up in the tree there, the abazi is a male. Actually, no, that's a female. And that's going to be Sips Squalha. Squalha. And so we've got that word squaw in there again for female, for girl, squaw. And that's gonna show up a lot in some words for that have to do with female. And then the boys, the males, are going to be Sips Nom. See, that's got the on. Nom Balha. Nom Balha. Nom Baha. So the emphasis is on the ha. Nom Baha. Nom Baha. And Squalha. 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 So that's male and female bird. And you can see that in the cardinals as well. Actually, in most of the birds, they're either lighter in color if they're female, or they are drab. So they'll be more browns instead of bright colors. You'll see that with some of the ground birds. Okay, so now we have a Tidessoak. Pazago Tidessoak, one Tidessoak. Along we go. So he is blue, or she is blue. I can't tell if it's a girl or a boy. So there looks like there's, 10 or so Sipsak over there. So it's Umdala. There's one in the Abazi right here. So it's going to be Pazago Sips. Here's Pazago Tidessoak right here in the Abazi on the left. One Pazago Sips just flew through. Looks like there's probably Nisinska, 20 birds. Okay, so there's Niswak, Tidessoak. So there's Nis in the Abazi over there. Tidessoak are going to be Wulongwi. They're blue. Wulongwi. Wulongwi. But if we want to say he or she is blue, we're going to say Wulongwigo. But if we're going to say it's a blue bird, which these are blue jays, but blue bird would be Wulongwigit Tidessoak. So now there's Niswak, Tidessoak. We also have Pazago Mikwak floating around there on the ground, looking for some pagoni sal. Some peanuts down there that he's going to be eating soon. So we have Niswak, Sipsak, and the Abazi here. Now there's Niswak, Tidessoak on the ground. Pazago, Tidessoak in the Abazi. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing here. So Pazago, Tidessoak in the Abazi. Now there's Niswak, Tidessoak. There was one in the tree and one on the ground there. This one over here that was in the tree has flown and found the suet that I left. I put that out there for the woodpecker, the mama, or umbasas. There's a woodpecker that comes around sometimes, but We have the sun is, oh no, I saw something fly over. That's got to be the hawk. This yomo. So, oh, yep, because I can see the pigeons. I don't know if you guys are getting any shadowing or anything like that. But we have some Wombi Palaz, or just Palaz. See, these are, I believe these are wild pigeons, but they are on the house, the top of the house every day, the next door neighbors. So I'm not sure, but it's possible that they are just Palaz, which would be like a wild pigeon. Whereas like one in the city that's domesticated, or one that you'd have like on a farm, would be Wombi Palaz. Wombi Palaz, because it's white. Wombi is white. Just like the snow that's out there, the Wazonli that's on the ground out there, that's also Wombi. Well, Wombi is the color white. So, and then when I said our Belongwigit Tidessoak, that's saying that's a blue one, or a blue like you use that only to attach to a who. So it's saying a blue bird or a black bear or a gray squirrel, because we have black squirrels, we have gray squirrels. So you use that to say, blue jay is Wolongwigit Tidessoak. But if you just want to say the jay is blue, or he is blue, you would say Tidessoak Wolongwigo. The jay is blue. It's not a blue jay or a blue bird, it's just the jay is colored blue. And blue jay is the name of the bird, so I like Wolongwigit Tidessoak for that one. And it's the same thing with Wibwigit Mikwak, the gray squirrel, because it is a gray squirrel. It's that's the type of squirrel that it is a gray squirrel. But you could also say that the squirrel is gray. And Wibgui is gray. So Wibgwigo is he is gray. So Wibgwigo. So you can say Mikwak Wibgwigo. So the squirrel is gray, but it's also a gray squirrel. So it's a Wibwigit Mikwak, because we have black bears and brown bears. But then polar bear, we would say he is white, right? So it would be Wombigo. A polar bear is Wombigo, because it's not a white bear. We don't have like white bears. We have black bears. We have brown bears, and you can still say that the bear is brown. You can still say that the jay is blue. When we say Wolongwigit Tidessoak, we might be saying it's a blue jay. So I wanted to just say that there's a tray down there on the ground. You can see it's like a rectangular tray that's got some nebi in there. And this morning it was frozen, so it was ice. It was the kwami. And so now it's nebi because you can see it moving. The kwami is ice. Right now we have a ton of Tidessoak out there. We probably have about tombawons, 7 or so out there. There's one in the Abazi, or Pazago Tidessoak in the Abazi. Actually, there's Niswak. Oh, now there's 3. So Inloak Tidessoak, or Inloak Tidessoak. There's also Niswak, Mikwak in the tree up above. So we have a lot of Sipsak here right now. Okay, so there's Pazago Tidessoak on the ground there. You should be able to see that one. There's also probably about Nonnoak Sipsak on the ground, so that's 5 Sipsak. There might even be Nsonzek, 8 or so Sipsak on the ground. So Nsonzek Sipsak. I know there's at least one there, Pazago Sips. I see Pazek, which is 1. And there's still Pazago Tidessoak there on the ground. So now we've got Niswak, Mikwak here. That's Pazago. Oh, now it's gone. This is so much fun. See, the thing about this, that's really why I'm doing it, is because I know the colors and I know the names of these things and I know how to change them when we're talking about Awani or Kagui. but it's hard to do it fast and on the fly. And so here's Pazago Sips. Now there's Niswak Sipsak in the Abazi right here. And there's probably, I want to say Nonloak Sipsak over on the ground underneath the picnic table. I don't know if you can see them. Okay, so we've got Niswak Sipsak in the Abazi here on the left. All of our Tidessoak, our blue jays, have left. That's Sips right there in the Abazi on the left. It's tsitsi. It's really tiny. It's a little tsitsi. It's a little baby. It's a chickadee. I believe that the sparrows that are down there are actually house sparrows, but we can call them song sparrows, except that the song sparrows are a lot bigger and wider than those little sparrows down there. And kask is wide. Kask is wide, and so that's like describing the wide belly, is why it's named after that adjective. Kaskaudzassis. Sorry. Kaskaudzassis. There's a J there. We've lost the birds, and I want the birds to be here while we're studying. So I'm gonna stop the video. I think I'm gonna make another one. I'm just gonna keep making them. If I can make enough, I'm gonna have them going every day. And you can just put them in the background while you're cooking food, so that you can hear the words at least while you're in the shower, in the bathroom, while you're driving in the car. You can just set them up in the backdrop so that you're hearing the words, even if you don't know what I'm saying, or if I'm not telling you what the word is. If I just keep saying Tidesso and Tidessoak and and stuff like that, and then you don't really know what I'm saying, at least you'll hear it, so that when you then start to look at the screen or look at the words and break them down, then you'll be like, oh, I've heard this before. I've heard how we say it. I've heard it so many times that it's become natural to me. Like, I need practice, and so I hope that you guys are practicing too. So I'm hoping that you'll keep watching the videos, and I hope that you're enjoying them as well. So, all right, well, have a great day. Kitsiulini again, and Kikazelmo.